Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA, and today we're getting into a fun one. You guys might remember my friend Frankie and his Grand National and us doing some serious donuts in it. Well, today he brought over his cruiser, this very cool 62 Bel Air. We're gonna dig in, man. We're gonna get into the details. This is a car that Frankie built himself, very purpose built. This is his cruiser. I love it. His cruiser's a 500 horsepower car, but we're gonna dig in, man. We're gonna do our usual thing, go for a drive. I'm looking forward to learning about this car. I know it's got a ton of history to it. And let's find out what it's all about. And my guess is by the end of the episode, he'll be bored driving slow and he's gonna wanna do some donuts for us. So I think we might get a little smoke show out of this thing. So hold on, because here we go, man. So we're going for a ride in my buddy Frankie's 62 Bel Air Bubble Top. And Frankie's going to talk us through the details because this car's got not only history to it, but it's got a little bit of work done to it. So when you got it, it had the 409 in it?
409, dual carbs. This car was previously owned by Dyno Don Nicholson, and he was like notorious for bubble tops and 409s. That was what his like specialty was.
Got it.
And he was actually the first guy in Southern California to have a chassis dyno back in the day, like I believe it was early 60s.
Crazy. Wow.
So it was actually the last engine that he made himself. So I wanted to preserve the history of the car.
Right.
So now we went with a Ls3.
So that engine's tucked away, you said?
Yeah, that's literally palletized, all wrapped up and on a shelf.
Got it. So that goes there, and then you go. What do you got
now
in here?
we have a Ls3 Crate Motor with a hot cam in it. The engine makes 550. At the wheels, it makes about 440.
Okay.
4 L70 trans, 4 9-inch with 35 spline axles.
Big beefy axles.
Yeah, Inland Empire did the drive shaft. 4-wheel disc brakes from CPP.
Right on.
Hydro boost setup. And then we also wanted to keep it looking period correct.
Totally.
So, you know, over the years at SEMA, I've seen Delmo do these square body trucks, and he's made these adapters to put the old school 350 valve covers on there and also to accept air cleaner. So I'm like, dude, that would look perfect in this car. You know, I know he's only mostly done them on the trucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Like, let's do it in the bubble top. So
Yeah.
I called up Delmo, super cool guy. We went back and forth a little bit and came up with the idea of, you know, putting this setup in here, and it's honestly exceeds my expectations.
Yeah.
This thing literally cruises at 2,800 RPMs at almost 100 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What's the gearing? Do you know?
It's a 355
Okay.
gearing.
Yeah.
We ended up going with 2.5-inch stainless exhaust, side exit, with some stainless work mufflers. For a street car, it's by far my favorite sounding muffler.
Yeah.
They're pretty narrow, and you know, they fit in almost any application, and they just sound good.
Right. And then interior, you left, like, this is pretty much stock, isn't it?
It's very stock. Didn't really do much to the interior. I added some Moon Eyes stuff, like a Moon Eyes tack, and then in the engine compartment, I dressed it up with some Moon Eyes stuff too, like a catch can for the breather, and then a catch can for the radiator.
Right.
So I wanted to give it a little bit of the old school racer look, just as a tribute to Dyno Don.
Yeah. Did the hood come all vented like that?
The hood was all done like that, with the louvers in it. It's very old school. If you actually look at it, they're very straight.
I was actually checking it out, and I was kind of tripping on. That's why I was asking if it was something you did.
It's so much work. I mean, it's definitely an old school.
Because that's the old way of doing it too. It's all by hand.
100%.
Radical.
And it's a lost trade. You know, like good luck finding someone that does hood louvers anymore. It's a very old school hot rodder thing. So I wanted to give it like that old school hot rodder kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And like just hide everything. Like the AC, it has AC in it too.
I noticed that, but I was looking for it.
It's hidden in the dash. It's hidden in the glove box.
Oh, dude, that's so smart. That's so cool, dude. Like,
I just wanted to keep, so like everything just looks stock. So if you look at it, you're just like, okay, it's a stock bubble top, you know, and it has the 409 badging on it still. So it still like looks the part.
What are the wheels, by the way? Because those keep the super old school hot rodder look.
So it was really hard to find someone that could make the wheels to fit over the disc brakes.
Right.
So I ended up calling a bunch of people, and I ended up getting Stockton wheels on the phone. And first off, they were super cool. They got these wheels custom built. They actually had to use 4 wheels for the rear wheels, so they had to cut 2 of them apart so the drop center could clear the rear wheels.
Gotcha.
And most people just won't do that, especially with stock wheels or stock looking wheel. They literally did all that, and I had them back to me in less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
And they were just on it. They're super cool. Customer service is great, and it has the exact look I thought it was gonna have.
What size are those?
Those are 15 by 7s in the front and 15 by 9s in the rear.
Got it. Okay. And what do you run tire-wise on here?
BFGs, comp, TAs. It's a great tire. They're cheap, and you'll see they produce a lot of smoke.
All right, you guys, well, what do you think of my friend Frankie's Bel Air? Pretty badass, right? Super sleeper, very mellow actually. You know, I mean, very specific build. This is a guy that knows what he's doing, does a lot of the work himself. Very purpose built. You know, you heard him in the car. He wanted a car that was more of a cruiser, but still, you know, over 400 horsepower. But I love the look of it, and I love the history of this car, the Dyno Dawn tie-in. You know, there's just a lot here, man. And Frankie's cool enough to keep bringing cars out for us, man. And I love that he's always willing to shred some tires to make for a little bit more exciting of an episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. I think this is a really special car. I appreciate you guys hanging and watching as always. I truly do love the support of the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. All right, man. Later.